with people that do have student loans though. So I myself don't. I mean, who knows after this semester? Maybe I will. Hopefully it gets figured out. But for those that do and maybe are trying to move forward, trying to maybe get a house, get a car, whatever those things are, how should they be kind of maneuvering in like the financial landscape as a young adult with the student loan debt baggage?
Yeah, I mean, just in general, when you have student loans, like it's a heavy weight to bear. Like just going through life,
it's with
knowing
you till you die too.
Right?
Like, that's fucking
like it's
ridiculous.
never going away
Yeah.
unless you make those payments. So like
or fake your death. There you
I
go.
guess that's one way to do it.
Oh, that's fair.
Nice.
That's fair.
No, so more often you just hear like people say like, "Oh, I just got to pay it off as soon as possible," right?
Yeah.
And like you don't have to. You can like be in control more than just having to make those like extra payments to get it down faster, where you could just like make those minimum payments, maybe a little bit more to like pay it off a little bit sooner, but put that extra money that you were gonna like can pay towards it and put it towards something else, like putting more to savings. Because if you want to go to a dealership and just pay cash for a car, you got to have that cash on the side to do it, and you don't really want to wait to like pay down this 17, 30, maybe $100,000 worth of student debt. Just waiting is just prolonging your life to actually happen. So like putting that money aside can actually put you in control and like actually plan out like a certain goals and plans that you can actually achieve.
Yeah, and kind of not be like held back from it.
Exactly.
You can still keep moving. I've always thought too, because instead of just paying it like you were saying, like pay like the minimum payment, maybe a little bit more, but if you were gonna pay like these big chunks, instead of doing that, like taking whatever small portion of maybe that big chunk and putting that into either some like safe investments or a savings account where it's going to have a little bit of interest, because then it's like even if you're still going to use it to pay off the student loans, you're literally doing nothing, and it's going to be more money and pay the student loans off easier for you.
Right.
You did less work.
Exactly.
So I've always thought of it that way, kind of. Granted, I don't have student loans, so it's kind of like a hypothetical in my head.
No, for sure. And I mean, just in general, I've talked to some people that do have student loans, and they're like, yeah, I got to pay this off as soon as possible. It's like, yeah, we want to achieve those goals, right? We want to be debt free, but maybe there's some other goals that we can check off along the lines to make sure that you're financially set up to where if anything does happen, you're not having to go back into debt because you don't have like $2,000 saved up for a car repair or whatever it is. So like having that money set aside to like just in case, or if an opportunity comes along, like you can pay for that. So like there's multiple like benefits to having some savings on the side, and maybe not as making as much of the payments down on that loan. And that applies to like not just student loans, but other loans as well.
Hey, thanks for watching there, guy. Click right over here if you want to see that episode in its entirety. Or you can click over here and subscribe to the channel. See all the other fun shit we do here. It's really up to you, guy.